Today we are going to try Temu products. You guys have seen these here. I don't want to sit here, call the product, tell you, oh my god, I got it because of X, Y, and Z, and not actually try it and give you guys my feedback. So here we go. Today we are going to apply these on the eyeball so that you guys see the full-on effect. But if you can see, I've already used one and I really liked them. For the face, I'm gonna use this because this is what has multiple colors. I can conceal, I can bronze, I can sculpt, I can do whatever with this, and I can kind of like mix and match. These are all creams. And then for blush, we're gonna use this. All right, I feel like we're ready to get into it. To prime this skin or just prep this skin, I'm gonna use this product. A lot of you guys were saying that this is very reminiscent or maybe even a dupe for the Stila version of this. I'm gonna be honest, the moment I saw it, I was like, it reminds me of something, but I couldn't narrow down the brand, and you guys are right. It is very similar to the Stila thing. That is what she's going to look like. Let's see, this is supposed to color correct, help balance out the skin and conceal. I'm going to apply it. I did 3 pumps. It's not foundation, so it doesn't matter. And yes, my skin was already clean. You guys, I have more Temu stuff coming. I've placed orders on my own, but I feel like those are gonna go over on my vlog channel because it's just way too much going on. So I'll do like Temu updates on like the stuff that I bought for around the house over on the vlog channel. Show you that stuff and whatever, and then I'll show you the stuff that we hauled. Here is what she's looking like. I'm definitely much lighter on this side. And again, it's not necessarily a foundation, but it did kind of like make my redness fade and like the discoloration. But now I'm not as yellow as I typically would be. See the little like redness that I've had around here kind of balanced it out. So it does do a little something. Yeah, I don't think this will be like a one and done for people who have like tan, medium tan, dark skin. But if you are of a lighter skin tone, you could potentially just get away with applying this to color correct the redness on your skin and move on about your day. And no, it's not fragrance. It doesn't feel super weird or tacky. Like, it's good, it's fine. So let's move on to the next product. An update on the sponges. They definitely grow. They feel really bouncy. It kind of feels like the stuff that you would get at Ipsy or BoxyCharm. It doesn't feel exactly like a beauty blender. It has a little more bounce to it, if you will. Like, it feels more cloudy than anything, but very similar to all the other brands that we've tried. I'm gonna take the booty part of this sponge and I'm gonna dip it into this shade here and then the one at the bottom. I'm just kind of gonna go back and forth. Actually add a smidge of this dark one here. You know what, I take it back. I wanna conceal first. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab a brush. I'm gonna dip into this creamy shade here. So let's apply concealer under the eye. I'm gonna take the very same brush. I'm going to grab this shade and mix it with a smidge of this one. You do have some cool and warmer undertones to work with. I'm gonna do one of these and down here. I'm gonna grab this big fluffy brush. It's nice and dense. And I'm going to dip into probably this shade and mix it up with this one. Kind of balance it out a little bit. Okay, so the creams on here aren't as creamy as the foundation contour bronzing palette. I'm gonna tap a little bit here and a little bit here. Before I start applying the foundation shade I kind of mixed up, I'm going to blend these shades together. I'm starting off with the deeper shades. I want to see what the perimeter is going to look like. I know if you guys are new here, you're like, what in the world is going on? Listen, there's a vision. At least with everything that I do, there's usually a vision, and then I just kind of wing it as we go. Now I'm gonna take the sponge, I'm gonna flip her over. I'm not touching the bottom because I need whatever I just mixed to kind of stay there. And no, I will not need a lot of that mixture shade situation that I created for that foundation. I just need a little bit. I'm gonna blend out the concealer. So I did the perimeter of my face, and the reason why I did the perimeter of my face, I know you're thinking, please explain. Okay, I do the perimeter first, and then I fill in with the concealer the areas that are left. So now I'm gonna go in on the edge here. I'm gonna go with the lighter shade. Not everyone does it that way, but it works for me, and this is wonderful on aging skin and or skin that is kind of like dry. So you're kind of like filling those areas in, if you will. And then once I've done that, now I have some concealer left. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like fill these areas in really quickly with whatever's left on my sponge. And then I have a little gap. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna blend the blush. Oh, that blush is really pretty. I'm not mad at her. Now we grab the booty part. And I'm gently going to tap whatever foundation I mixed. You guys see I did mix foundation very lightly. When you're working with full-on creams, less is more. So you apply the shade that you're going to need in the particular areas that you're going to need it. And then just kind of like map it out and then gently blend. And you get a really nice coverage. We're getting somewhere. Now I can go in with the powder. Here's the thing with this powder. I feel like it was slightly on the yellow side, and I don't necessarily set my skin completely, but we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna end up using this one. It's by Ofra, and it is a Pro 08. I am going to swirl my brush into it. I'm gonna swirl like this. I'm not gonna tap in the air or anything like that. I'm gonna swirl like this. I know it gets messy, but it's just getting the product directly into the brush. And I'm gonna pat some of the powder all over the skin. And I'm doing it this way because I don't wanna pack the powder on. Remember, I do not like to powder my face. And by going in lightly, you're still getting that pigment. You're not really changing up what you had going on to begin with. But I'm still looking luminous and healthy and glowy, so it works. It makes my under eye area look yellow. So we're gonna skip on that because I've tried it already and I already knew I was gonna look yellow. I'm gonna go in with a brightening powder. And by the way, this video is not sponsored by Temu. I have been telling you guys that I would do a full face, although now with this powder, it's not a full face, but I don't have any other powders to apply under the eye. I'm gonna apply these little shadow shields. I'm gonna take just the bottom of that, kind of wrap it here very lightly because we already did our face. I'm not trying to mess this up. I'm gonna start applying eyeshadow, but let me just show you what my little princess, she's not even 2 yet, but she's going through her terrible 2s. Look what she did to this palette. I almost cried. I was right here, so don't even ask me what happened. So because all those other shades, the orange ones, which were the ones I was looking forward to, they're kind of like messy in there and they're all mixed up. It would be unfair to rate that side of the palette. I'm gonna go with this side and I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna prime my lid using this shade here from their concealer palette. I don't know how great it's going to be. It is not an oily, creamy product. It's a little on the thicker side, so it might actually just work. I'm gonna go bright today. I'm gonna grab this eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go into Rustic. It's like a red orange. I'm gonna take Rustic and I'm gonna bring her onto the crease. I'm gonna build the product out here. Ooh, that I don't like. This is not supposed to really pack on, but this is packing on, which means that this is really pigmented. That is right here. One dip for here and one dip for here. Great quality. Also, I have some dupe videos on high-end palettes versus Temu. If you haven't checked those out, you should. I am trying to identify more Temu palettes that would be dupes for high-end so that you guys can like check that out. I think I'm gonna go into Cameo and see what that looks like. It's like a very, very pastel peach. And I wanna apply that in here. I wanna kind of like have a gradient. You know, I realized I haven't done a red eye look in a really long time, but I wanted to go orange today. So I found the healthy medium and I went red orange. She's looking decent. She's tapping in. I really had to go into the pan for this one. Let's make the other eyeball match. Big fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip into Cameo again. And then I'm gonna blend this outer edge here. Do we have any fallout? I can't tell. I don't think there's any fallout so far. I'm gonna go back into that burnt red because why not? I'm going to tap. Wow, this color is intense. Is red my new color? I love it. Same thing on the other. Oh my God, could you imagine that this stains my eyeballs? Same brush, no additional product. I'm gonna kind of like blend this out too. I don't want it to be too harsh. All right, I'm back. Mommyhood called. I want to add some of this red orange under the eye. I had to take the little patches out because Cam was looking at me like I'm crazy and she was getting a little concerned and started whining and I was like, oh, we are not doing that today. So of course I had to take it off really fast. I'm gonna go ahead and drag some of that down here. I think I want to go in with the lashes. Okay, so we have to let the lashes do their thing and I think I'm gonna dip into probably this shade. For blush, I'll mix these two together and see what I get. I'm gonna mix Barbie and Bisque. And the reason why I use the big fluffy brush is because, as you guys can see, these pans are so small. Kind of have to work around the fact that they're really tiny pans. But I only had cream blushes. I didn't have any powder blushes. Probably would have been better had I not used a small fluffy brush. But how else was I gonna get into these tiny ass pans? That's actually really pretty. Girl, now we have to work on the brows. And the only brow product I have is this eyebrow dye, which is in the color black. My brows are very, very thin, and this here is much thicker than my own brows. So we're gonna try something. I've never done this before, but I'm gonna use an angled brush and I'm gonna sculpt the brow. The applicator just doesn't make sense for me right now. I mean, I like that it's filling in sparse areas and it looks good. The product works. It stays pretty put. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's just a mission to apply with the applicator itself. I wish the applicator was different. I mean, that's a good brow. Your girl's not mad. Let me do the other side. Yes, they are slightly darker than what I would normally go for, but I mean, they don't look bad. They don't look horrible. I think it goes. If you recall, I ended up grabbing 2 highlighters, a purple lavendery one and then a white one. Let's go with this one. Why not? I don't like the applicator. We've already had that conversation in the try-on. So I mean, in the haul. I'm gonna try to remove this tip thing if I can. That was a mistake, to say the least. Do not pull that little thing out or this is going to happen. I'm pretty sure I ruined the whole thing, but I'm gonna go into the sides here. Can't believe I did. I mean, I do believe I did that, but why? It's very powdery, so I'm gonna like pop on the back, see? Back of the hand. And I think I wanna add some of that in here. I mean, she's brightening for sure. That looks really pretty. I'm gonna take whatever's on the back of my hand and apply that as a highlight on the skin. That's pretty. A little bit on the tip of the nose. Oh my goodness, this is definitely the Tin Man's sister. Like, it's very luminous. I mean, I'm not mad at her. It looks really good. I'm gonna put the cap back on. I made the biggest boo-boo ever, I think, so I'm gonna figure that out later. Look at this. We need to try these lippies. Would red be too much? Probably not. Oh, that is red. We're going red. If you saw the try-on, you saw that it dries down 100% matte and it was not moving. However, we don't know what it's gonna feel like on the lips once it's completely dry. We don't know if it's gonna emphasize our dry patches. So this is definitely a first impressions. It's pretty dried down. Given the fact that I have a 12-piece set, now I'm feeling like I kinda wanna ombre the lippy. So leave it to me to wanna add a shade similar to the one that we did on the inner corner. You know, just let's ombre the lips too. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see. Look. It's dried down. You can see my dry patches. You know, you can see the little cracks in my lips because I'm human and it kind of is what it is. Okay, the lips are done. Here's the makeup, you guys, and I've got thoughts. This eyeshadow is giving. I don't normally do bright colors like this because I know you guys like wearable blues, your purples, but every once in a while we have to change it up and do like a bright orange, bright red, bright yellow. This here, I'm digging. I really like the eye look. I need to replace the eyeshadow palette because I feel like I need to have it in my collection. She worked beautifully. I didn't really get any fallout. It was super pigmented, blendable, easy to work with. So yes to the palette. These sponges, listen, it did the trick. My face looks great. So yes to the sponges, and the fact that you get a whole set. You get little ones, you get different shapes. Totally worth the price point. They have it available in different colors. The lippies, listen, unless you need 12 pieces and you're building a collection, you don't really need the lippies. They kind of feel like they're gonna crack and fall apart, like the lipstick, not my lips. The lipstick feels like it's gonna crack and fall apart within your first meal. The powder highlight, this is actually for the eyes. You can use it anywhere really. I don't like the packaging, but it is so nice. It makes me look like I have glass skin. It's not glittery. It's just micro shimmers, glimmers, if you will. So I really like it. I'll just transfer it from one container to the other. These two palettes, it was so much fun to allow my creativity to flow. The creating my own shade situation is always fun for me. Like color building and mixing, I find, is a makeup artist's just their moment, if you will. So for me, this was a lot of fun. I personally think it looks great. I was able to customize my shade. I was able to contour. I was able to bronze. I was able to highlight. I was able to mix and match and create what would work for me. The blushes are a drier cream formula over the face ones, but that kind of makes sense. You don't need your blushes to be super, super creamy, but no matter what, anything that you are gonna create a base with, you need it to be extra, extra creamy, so that'll blend and it'll fuse and look airbrushed and it'll look beautiful when it's all mixed, said, set and done. Remember that makeup is 100% preference based. What I love and I enjoy, you might not necessarily like. A lot of people have told me I will never wear a red lipstick. I love it on you, but I can't do it myself. Totally get it. It's a personal preference thing. So I'm really happy that I was able to feature these products. Remember, some of them were gifted, some of them I actually paid for them myself. I think I had a lot more fun because I was feeling the pressure, girl. Even though I had a lot of fun, the pressure was there because I was getting so many requests for a video of me trying Temu products and showing you guys the type of look that I could create. And I want to thank you guys for your patience with me announcing the giveaway winner. Just, you guys already know life happens. I really appreciate your patience. But I do have the winner, so be ready. Be ready, because once I announce the winner, I can go ahead and release the next giveaway. I'm gonna quickly show the winner what she's going to get because I kind of feel bad because I didn't do that last time. I tend to do that, but anyway, okay. So the winner to my giveaway, her name is Gail McAfee. She is from Felton, Delaware. Congratulations, Gail. I am going to go ahead and send you an email, so make sure you're looking out for that. I want to confirm your shipping information so that I can send out your box. But what did you win? Well, let me just show you. You got a box full of goodies, girl. You've got the powder puffs. I put the L'Oreal Telescopic in there, some lashes. You've got several Benefit products. Their brow setter, including their brand new Fluff Up Brow Wax. You have some Gerard Cosmetics, some Beauty Vault, some Sunday Riley. What else we've got in here? You've got some you just got a bundle of goodies, girl. So make sure you respond to my email. You have 2 days from the moment that I send over the email in order to confirm your shipping information. And you guys, don't worry. I always have giveaways. I'm prepping the next one, so stay tuned for that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe. You hit the notification bell and the like button for me, please. And remember, my giveaway is for my subscribers. It's my way of being able to say thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being uplifting. Thank you for watching. It's for my people. Every time I do a giveaway, I feel like I'm a little closer to you guys. I really hope you have enjoyed today's video. If there's anything that I featured in today's video that you're interested in, remember, if you place your first order with Temu using my link and my affiliate code, you will get 30% off your very first order. So if you're interested in that, you'll find it in the description box below. Again, I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.